Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Houston Voyagers and the Oklahoma City Lancers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Voyagers and the Oklahoma City Lancers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they enter play here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll. Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath. Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Come on, let's go! Brian 38!
On first down, Wilcox. And his first look is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilcox dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Wilcox. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Carter, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilcox. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, Wilcox. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Throwing on first down. Wilcox. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Wilcox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
That's Holloway, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
On first down, Wilcox. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Point after here coming up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
After review of the play, the rookie on the field stands.
To try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st and 10, Wilcox. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Wilcox. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now the try here for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. Plenty of scoring here already. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down, and that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Boom, land it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holloway. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. First down. Wilcox. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. White 90.
On 1st and 10, Wilcox. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilcox. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. On 4th down, Wilcox. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And this one is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Holloway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Green 39!
Booker on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Now let's go!
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling what they had going out.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Throwing on 1st down, Wilcox. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Wilcox. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And that's That's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Wilcox. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks start the campaign 1-0 with the road victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Redskins. The Cowboys looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take another shot here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue, line it.
On play action, they'll throw. This is Booker on the dump off. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Phillips. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On the handoff, this is Booker. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Wilcox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Wilcox. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on, let's go. What, 90?
Back to throw. Wilcox. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 19 yards to pick up there. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Wilcox. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wilcox. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. as his guys are in for 6. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Extra point forthcoming. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Full start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. For full start, backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
The 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, when they say cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Wilcox. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Holding, offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilcox. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Wilcox. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done. To throw on second down, Wilcox trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
On fourth down, Wilcox. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Let's go! 190! 190!
On first down, Wilcox. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Come on, let's go!
Looking to throw. Wilcox. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for our visitors, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.